Hello, Leo. Welcome back for some crystal clarity. We're gonna jump straight into the full moon and Scorpio messages, take a look and see kind of what you can expect over the next couple weeks, as well as what you've been focusing on manifesting or creating in the last couple weeks with the new moon in Aries. Already I get the sense that there's definitely some sort of calling or like something that you're being called towards. I feel like something that your guides really are trying to make you aware of. And I feel like you either are ignoring it or you're resisting it for some reason. It feels like, yeah, like there's a whole wealth of possibilities around you, a lot of potential, a lot of just like a lot of opportunities for things to go well. And for me, it just kind of feels like maybe you just don't have the most open mind right now, or it just doesn't feel possible, or you might be feeling really like, I don't know, just like really pessimistic, or just you don't think that it's gonna amount to anything, so you're not even gonna try, is kind of the energy I'm getting. But like I said, your guides really want you to be made aware of this, whatever it is. Like, it feels like they've been trying to, send you some messages about this for quite a while. So let's jump in and see what maybe this might be about. So what has Leo been working on creating or manifesting over the last couple weeks? What has Leo been creating? Okay. Yeah. All right, so we've got the King of Cups in the reverse with the Tower in the reverse. So you could be dealing with a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. But I'm kind of feeling like this might be more your energy, just in the sense that, like, I feel like what you've been working on trying to manifest or create for yourself is more emotional balance. Like, I feel like you might have realized with this Tower here that maybe, a lot of your behaviors or a lot of your beliefs, or just, things that you the way that you had always done things, like, your patterns, that sort of thing, you might have had some sort of realization that, it wasn't necessarily what it seemed, or, that things weren't exactly what they seemed. This does have to do with your, internal world, as far as like your emotions, your, how you carry yourself, how you handle yourself when it comes to your relationships, your connections, that sort of thing. And it feels like, this King of Cups in the reverse, like on your end, there could have been maybe, you were struggling to, bring some love into a situation, like trying to understand somebody else's point of view, or, being empathetic towards somebody else in a situation. You might have just been really focused on your emotional state and just not really being able to handle those emotions in a mature way, or like really understand, like get to the bottom of your emotions in some way. So it feels like what you've been really trying to do is like get a handle on this, like you might have realized that like a lot of what you were feeling in some sort of situation, or just in general as well, I guess, you might have realized like a lot of, the things that you had been feeling, a lot of what you had based your, beliefs or opinions off of, ended up really not being the most accurate, or just like, just not the most, like you weren't exactly like coming from a place where you were trying to like be empathetic or try to like understand the situation. You were more just kind of focused on your inner world. And there could have been, you know, with that, just like a lot of kind of like illusions of like what you thought was like true, just based off of like your initial emotional reaction, that sort of thing. But I do feel like, yeah, like you're kind of like coming to some sort of internal like chaos here, where you're like realizing like I had built a lot of what I believed. I built off of, oh, how do I say this? Oh my goodness. You built off of like your beliefs and all of that off of like maybe some emotions that weren't exactly the most stable or the most like mature in the moment. And it does feel like you're trying to like rectify that, like with this Tower in the reverse, like you're coming to terms with, you know, some things about yourself, like learning some things about yourself, how you handle your emotions, how you handle your connections with other people, that sort of thing. And you're trying to find ways to, you know, grow emotionally, you know, and develop yourself, you know, spiritually as well too. We do have the Judgment card in the reverse here. So like I was saying, like I do feel like there's something that you're being asked to be aware of. Like your guides are like, hey, like we're trying to tell you something here. And it feels like maybe you were resisting that for quite a while, like I was saying. And so maybe this is kind of the first step for you, is just kind of like pick apart, you know, how you got to where you got here with this situation. But let's see. So where's Leo at currently? What's the current energy for Leo? You're definitely going through a lot of changes, but they're changes that you are, that you're kind of initiating yourself, because you recognize somewhere along the way, like, wait a second, like this isn't right, or, you know, maybe you believed something about yourself or about the situation or about other people that just like you're realizing now was coming from like a emotionally reactive place, or I don't know. Let's see. The Lovers, okay. Could be dealing with the Gemini. What else, please? Where's Leo at currently? Queen of Wands. Okay. Yeah, so this is some pretty good, wow, yeah, Ace of Cups at the bottom. This is some pretty good energy here for you, Leo. Got the Lovers with the Queen of Wands being your energy. This is you, you know, standing in your true power, you really being, you know, your authentic self, being really connected to your passion, your desires, your, you know, yeah, your authentic self, you know, your creativity. So I really do feel like, yeah, like you've been trying to focus on how to build a stronger foundation when it comes to your connections. You know, love and partnerships are definitely on the brain here. It's kind of a theme for you as well. We've got the Ace of Cups here. So I do feel like you're trying to maybe, yeah, find it within you to handle your connections in a more harmonious lens. You know, trying to bring balance back into your connections, trying to be sure that, you know, you're coming from a very loving place that's not, you know, conditional. And it does look like, you know, that you're focusing on how you want to share love with others. And it may be that you do have somebody in mind here. You know, again, like I said, you could be dealing with Gemini here, you could be dealing with a water sign. But yeah, like, you know, you're trying to kind of get things back into balance for yourself here so that you can offer somebody the love that they deserve. You know, this could be you moving towards a new connection. This could be you just, you know, having some sort of new cycle within a connection that you already have. But yeah, there's definitely some sort of new emotional beginning here for you that you're working towards. So what is it that Leo is about to be made aware of? What's about to come into your conscious awareness, please? Yeah, wow. Wow, yeah, we've got the 10 of Cups in the reverse with the Death card. So you are letting, like I said, like you are letting go, or like what's about to, you're about to be made aware of this, is like you want to let go of a lot of beliefs you had in love that maybe just weren't realistic. You're kind of looking at what your ideal connection looks like what ideally, somebody who loves you and you love them, like how you want that to look. And not like this is like, not just like any old connection either. This is like that like goal connection, whether this is a romantic connection or, just like a very deep soul connection, a close friendship, something like that. Either way, like, you're just really kind of looking to, or very, very soon, you're going to be examining, what a true connection looks like to you. It could have been in the past that you had a lot of expectations, or maybe, it could be somebody who might have like a little bit of a like rose-colored glasses on when it comes to their connections, and it's hard for you to therefore like see your connections clearly because you're already maybe somebody who idealizes those around you or puts people up on a pedestal, or just kind of like wants that like fairy tale like perfect connection. And so it's hard for you, or it could have been hard for you in your past connections, because there's always this feeling of like something's missing, because that fulfillment that you're looking for, that feeling of like feeling complete from a connection, like you might have discovered that you have to find that within yourself first, that you have to know what it is how it is that you want to be loved, and you have to give that love to yourself in some respect, or at least be aware of it, and it looks like, yeah, you're going to be letting go of a lot of things that you believed about love, a lot of your patterns of thinking, your behaviors, that sort of thing, and you're going to have some sort of transformation that takes place here, where you're really going to be letting go of a lot of old ways of being to step into some sort of new energy. So, something might be ending here as well for some of you. This could be you realizing that you're in a connection that you thought was like this perfect thing. And then you realize like, wait a minute, like maybe I'm not even compatible with this person. They're like this 10 of Cups energy. This can be very tricky for people who, can be a little bit idealistic, or a little bit of like a hopeless romantic, or somebody who has a lot of high expectations in love. Like it can just be really a tricky thing to deal with. So for some of you, this could be like a relationship ending, but it ultimately feels like it's going to be for the best, because you're really focused on like the truth, like finding that true love connection, and not like the fairy tale situation, but like the real deal, like somebody who sees you and understands you and respects you, and yeah, So what is it that you are wanting to let go of? What is it that you're hoping to release over this full moon in Scorpio period? What is it that Leo would like to let go of or release? Okay. What else, please? What else does Leo want to let go of? Woo. Okay, so we've got the Six of Swords in the reverse, the Fool, and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So I feel like for some of you, so you definitely, with Six of Swords, like, there's definitely somebody kind of on your mind here. You know, this is somebody that you've already tried to let go of. This is somebody that you already tried to, you know, whether you like mentally or emotionally tried to move on, or you like physically like moved away from this person. You definitely have already tried to let go of this person, but it feels like it didn't exactly go to plan. You know, maybe you were just like, I'm going to move away and that'll fix all my problems, or I'm just going to focus my mental and emotional energy on something else and that'll do it for me. But you definitely, there's still something unfinished here for the Six of Swords to be here in the reverse. There's still either like something left unfinished between you and this person, or there's still just a lot of emotional and mental baggage that you're holding on to in regards to this connection. Whether you moved away from them or, you know, been trying to move on or not, you're still holding on to something related to this person and that situation. It feels like, yeah, for some of you, you really decided to, you know, take action towards something else, really just go off, be adventurous, you know, take risks, live your life, that sort of energy. But it feels like, you know, this Ace of Wands in the reverse, like, as much as there's excitement and energy and passion and all of that, you know, it's not exactly like whatever it is that you're trying to move towards, there's not exactly the most like follow through right now. Like, I don't know, like there could be like a lack of motivation, or just like a lack of direction, or you're just kind of like have all this energy that you don't know what to do with. It feels like we have the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here. So it feels like you've been really focused on just like building up your, you know, home life, like building up your career. Like you're just really focused on like finances or work right now, or just like, you know, your home life, that sort of thing. You're just kind of focused on your abundance, your prosperity, you know, just kind of doing your thing, making your money, that sort of thing right now. And maybe that's what you've even been trying to kind of, you know, grow. Like if you've had some sort of goal or passion of yours, or some sort of like work related project or something that you've been trying to get off the ground, you know, it just feels like maybe for some of you, what might be preventing you from, you know, getting where you want to go is that you still have this situation taking up a lot of space. So that is something that you guys are trying to let go of right now, or that you're hoping to let go of. You know, you really do have a lot of creative energy here, a lot of excitement, a lot of, you know, feeling really free-spirited and just like wanting to go after something, but you're still being tied down, whether you know, want to believe it or not. Like you are still kind of being tied down by this situation. So what's gonna help you let go, Leo? What's gonna help Leo let go? Yeah, so we've got the Queen of Swords here with the Magician. So, I mean, you might be dealing with an air sign, but again, I kind of feel like this is your energy here, or like what you're being asked to do. You're definitely, with this Queen of Swords, I feel like you're being asked to connect to the truth. You know, you might have a lot of people around you who you know, go to for advice, or, you know, even if you don't go to them for advice, they give you their opinions a lot, or, you know, just like a lot of people in your ear, you know, that might be confusing you or making it hard for you to, you know, decide for yourself what the answer is. But you're being asked to trust yourself. The Queen of Swords, this is somebody who, you know, they can hear, gather all the information, hear everybody's opinions, all of that, but at the end of the day, they know how to use their discernment to objectively decide, like, this is what seems like the truth to me, or like this is what's real to me. And it feels like, again, like I said, from this beginning energy, it does feel like maybe emotionally, you know, you might have gotten caught up in a lot of different mindsets, or, you know, kind of have gone through a range of emotions or a range of thought patterns around the situation. But it feels like what's missing is that, you know, you're kind of lacking just like clarity here, you know, and that's what's going to help you manifest. Like, that's what's going to help you really create what it is that you want to create, you know, take action towards what you want to take action towards. Like, whatever this Ace of Swords is here, like, yeah, like, you're going to be able to create this or make this happen, but you just need to make sure that you know, are setting appropriate boundaries and just really paying attention to your own inner wisdom. Like, this isn't somebody who needs to really hear a lot of other people's opinions, you know? They have the answer within them. So you might want to meditate around that a little bit and decide for yourself what that answer is. All right, what are the outside influences? The influences, outside influences for you, Leo? What are the other resources that you have available? This Queen of Swords, though, this could also be somebody around you who embodies that kind of energy. It could be an air sign, somebody that you have around you who is really, really good at being objective. Like, you know, they can hear any sort of information and be like, yeah, like, this is what the answer is, or whatever, you know. This might be somebody around you that you can really count on to give you the objective truth. Like, they're not going to sugarcoat it. They're not going to, you know, tell you what they think that you want to hear or anything like that. They're going to just be honest and be like, this is what I feel like is real in this situation. And maybe they're going to give you some sort of information, or some sort of, you know, conversation you're going to have with this person that's going to kind of open your eyes a little bit here. So, okay, what are the outside resources for Leo, please? So we've got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse with the Seven of Pentacles. So you definitely could have been going through a period where you felt just like really down on your luck here. This could be a lot of different things. This could be, you know, a situation with, you know, a person, or this could be work related or related to finances in some way, or your home. It's possible you might have been just, you know, not really making good money lately, or maybe you know, lost a job or lost your home or something, but something's been going on that really left you feeling just kind of isolated on your own, having to fend for yourself, feeling very kind of just like left out in the cold, not really knowing who to turn to, that sort of thing. But it does look like this situation's turning around for you. You know, you might have gotten the support that you needed, or have been able to kind of get yourself out of this situation. And it looks like, you know, with the Seven of Pentacles, you're going to be asked to kind of like reflect on a little bit on, you know, what you have been putting your efforts into, like what you have been spending your energy and your time on lately. And you're going to be asked to kind of reflect on that and decide, you know, has that been valuable to you? Has that been helpful for you? Is that like, you know, are you getting like what you deserve out of that situation? Because we also have the Seven of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. So it looks like there's a lot of, you know, alluring options around you, a lot of distractions potentially that are making it very difficult to see clearly what the best option is. You could be very confused at this time, but somehow this is related to your situation, and this is going to kind of help you, you know, also figure out how to let go here. All right, so what's the advice for Leo? What's the advice, please, for Leo? Believe. Yep. And remember, I said in the beginning, like, there is something you're being called towards. Like, there is definitely some sort of, like, calling or epiphany or something that, like, wants to come in that you are like highly resisting, or just like ignoring, or just like not paying attention to the signs. I'm not sure, but like I said in the beginning, I felt like you might kind of be aware of this influence, or kind of like want it or desire it somewhere, but it feels like you just don't have the most open mind, like you're not being very optimistic about your chances or something like that. But you're being asked to believe in this situation. You know, if that resonates with you, and you've been really like struggling to you know, feel hopeful about something, like you're being asked to, you know, put some power into it by just really like believing in it, really like having faith in yourself, having faith in the situation. Like that's an energy that kind of goes alongside the Magician, of just like, you know, it's one thing to like want to create, but if you're not going to believe in yourself, how far is that really going to go, you know? Like it's, how are you going to make things happen if you don't think it's going to happen? What else for Leo, please? All right, the energy is gaining momentum. So, you know, you might have felt like kind of in a rut, or maybe like, you know, things are kind of at a standstill for you, or you just haven't really seen the movement that you've been hoping for, but it does look like things are about to start picking up for you in some way. So do be prepared. This energy is coming your way. A new romantic cycle begins. That's what I was saying, you know, like for some of you, this could be a completely new connection coming in. For others of you, this could be just a kind of a rebirth, a transformation of a current connection that you're in. Okay. All right, so we've got deep emotional healing. Your heart is ready to heal from past experiences, and you are willing to devote time and energy toward therapeutic care, right? And that's like the energy that's been here this whole time. Like this King of Cups with the Tower, this Lovers with the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Cups with the Death. Like you're ready to let go of maybe a lot of pain, a lot of hurt, a lot of anger, a lot of sadness, grieving, you know, you're ready to let go of all of that. You might have held on to it for a really long time and allowed it just to kind of like fester in your heart space, or just kind of like be this wound that you weren't dealing with or something like that. But you're in a place now where you're ready to go through the healing that's necessary, and through doing that, you're going to transform your situation and yourself, right? All right. So that was it, Leo. That was the reading. Thank you so much for being here. As always, if any of this resonated or you enjoyed this at all in any way, please like, comment, subscribe, all of the above. That would be great. And of course, I'll see you next time for the new moon messages. Bye, guys.